Hello. Well, this is another day clean and sober. As you can see, I've gotten a little more control of my life. I just wanted to show you something. There was a place I was at earlier in my recovery. As you can see behind me, that's was where I was at when I was having anxieties about this stuff. And as you can see, I've gotten a little more control of my life. You know, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But that's all it takes. I mean, look at that. I felt safe in there, man. I felt safe. And I'll go in there again, too, whenever I feel unsafe. You know, and I realize that it's not just this that makes me feel unsafe. It's that I don't know myself. I haven't fasted, you know. Well, I mean, not on purpose. I fasted before. I fasted a lot. You know, I realized that that it's a good thing. I found out that chess players fast on purpose, you know, because it helps them think. I mean, chess players, you know, what? Yeah, so, you know, even though I wasn't fasting on purpose, I was fasting. So you might be wondering what this is, and you know, you might forget, you know, what I was concerned about. Feed Salem. Yeah, I was misinformed yesterday as far as the pancake meal serving. It ended up being a food box pickup, which was super. You know, I'm all about food, giving it, taking it, eating it, you know, whatever. You know, it's all about, you know, living, surviving. And I volunteered, and I felt kind of awkward at first because, you know, these gigantic bag or boxes with like, there's probably 7 or 8 big boxes up to my waist that were full of like 50, 60, maybe more grocery bags full of food that had been donated, and we had to. Too bad I didn't take any pictures of it. You can imagine that on the other side there was sorting stations: green beans, black beans, corn, carrots, chili, tomato soup, tomato paste, peanut butter, applesauce, rice, pasta, all in different categories. And everybody would get a bag and they'd turn around, and it just seemed kind of awkward as far as there was like so many volunteers that it just seemed like I would get in the way, you know, because I was kind of, you know, I was just doing what I was doing. Bang, bang, bow, boom, bang, you know, just trying to just focus, you know, laser focus, you know, beans, you know, run, you know, from the green beans at one end to the miscellaneous at the other end was a good 25 feet, right? And you got like 10 volunteers, and they're just kind of all, everybody's in everybody's way. And so I grabbed like 4 boxes and just go beans in one box, and then you know I put beans, corn, carrots in one box, and I put like the box stuff in one box, and then I put peanut butter and applesauce in one box, and then I would hand them the box. And one lady said, "Well, thank you, it helps me out because I have a bad back." And I go, "Well, you're my partner then. I'll hand you these boxes, and you don't bend over the rest of the day. You know, and I'll constantly be bending over, and I'll bend over for you. And please don't kill me." Now this, see, woo, can't trust nobody. People in the ambulance, even, you know, job security, they hit me. Anyway, today was food, and I learned that, you know, I was too proud to ask for a food box, and that's the whole reason why I was there, was food. But I learned in my recovery to where if you be truthful with yourself, truthful with people like me, then that, pride there is no pride, I guess, or there is pride all over, to where if I introduce people and say, hi, I'm in recovery, I prostitute, this is me. And then if I would have said that right from the get-go, I would have said, hey, remember when I said that I'm staying at the mission, I'm hungry, and it just so happened that you're not serving food, but I'll volunteer. But anyway, long story short, I was out job searching, employer overflow or something I went to, and they took my information, but they were looking for warehouse experience, which I do, but I don't have. But I found out that if you ask, you shall receive in plentiful. And I asked the main guy at the thing, and I said, hey, which I should have said in the beginning, but I didn't say till the end, and he was understandable, and I asked him for a reference, and he's like, whoa, I don't know you, blah, blah. And I go, I understand you don't know me, but you saw me working, I worked with you, right? And I kind of would consider this as warehouse work, and I don't know if it could be confused or wrong, but I'm not going to take it personal, because I realize as I, could stop and look around after everything was done, I was like, so this is Jewish church thingy, because I could recognize languages and there was Jewish signs and such, and I'm really in my recovery, and I almost kind of took it personal. It's like, is it because you're a Jew? Or no, it's because I'm me, and I'm early in my recovery, and I don't know myself, and I bashed it all the time, didn't realize that chess players do it on purpose to help them think, which makes me remember the time I was right here in the circle, spinning around, and then stopping and spinning around the other way, and being able to have a clear head. I can't wait to I don't know. This is it. This is the park. This is where I go. It's beautiful. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. And I don't know. I'm gonna eat this pizza. It's absolutely free. It's at the mission. It's delicious. And today is resume day, because Saturday, Monday, everything's going to be opened up, and they're going to expect me to show responsibility, at least something more. I'm willing to give them more than what I was willing to give them before, and I think that's all that they really expect, because I'm asking more from myself every day, so I don't really have to worry too much about, I went to NA last night too, and and I stood there, I sat there, and I just laser focused, I've been to AA before, and when and I'm obviously way more comfortable in my skin, because I sat there, my feet planted on the ground, staring at the carpet, my hands flat on the table, didn't move, like a statue. I'm sure people looked at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? It's like, but I was being laser focused, because there was people around me crying and, just spilling their guts, and just like, and some people were like, whammy, and some people were, but the whole thing, I don't remember a single word that anybody said, except for the very last woman who spoke. And they gave me, a list of numbers to call, right? And what she said at the end was the most powerful thing. I had to stop and shake her hand, because out of the whole thing, I don't think I would have got anything out of it, except for when she said that when she got the list, she called people before there was a problem, right? She just called and says, I'm calling you just to say hi. I don't know you, you don't know me, but I'm calling you, and everything's fine. And I've called 2 people so far and left messages they haven't received back, but I looked at that list and I'm like, wow, there's like a lot of people, like over a dozen. It was overwhelming, like so overwhelming that I don't plan on getting to the bottom of that list for till Monday at least, right? But I'm gonna call every single one of them, because everything's going great. And I had to shake her hand. I'm like, thank you for saying that. To ask, and don't really ask, just let people know, especially when things are going good and great. So then it's easier when things are going tish, etish, or nakuf tubbed, or rekuf hertham, or stibafunus, de boots, So it's all Doug, Doug Law. And as you can see, I still have this pizza, man. I'm not gonna say I'm full, but as far as I wanted to talk to you, Shawn, and let you know that everything's all right. Everything's Doug. Everything's Lear Doug. And just keep doing what you're doing, because it works if you work it. I love you, Shawn. Bye.